off 1/4, 1/16.
Yeah.
I have it on 1/4. I'm going to shout out to you if I want you to.
Gosh. Hey, what's up?
All right, mic check, mic check. We got Panther Live softball here. First ever dual cameras on Panther Live here, so we'll make sure that this works.
They hit the ball and start running. You got to track it. Oh yeah, when they're running, yeah. And that's only from home to first. Yeah. Don't worry about anything else. Yep. His camera can see everything.
Coach
else.
Neubauer hitting some infield right now.
It's really hot out, and I hope it stays this way.
Did it change?
Get this all the way live.
Oh, look. There's a scoreboard up here. Well, I mean, at least the people at home can see the scoreboard. Yeah. They can't see it on TV. They can't see it on this camera. On which one? Which one? They can see it on that one. No, I got it.
Oh, there we go.
So when we switch it back and forth.
All right, I want to make sure that my audio works on both cameras. So this is audio on camera 1 and now audio going on camera 2. So we'll double check to make sure that this works. We're just waiting on our commentator here, Andy Demjanovic, to join Mike Deming, who's a new member to Panther Live. Thanks, Coach Deming, for jumping in with us.
Yeah, we're not on yet.
Yeah. It looks like a German Shepherd Rottweiler thing. Dude, we're so gonna get so many softballs this way because they can hit it. That other guy's right side. So if they start right-handed, it's tough to run this way.
Hey, look who made it!
Hey, look who made it!
There he is. Oh.
I got two guys coming. They're going to have to pass it. I knew you would. I knew you would.
Mom.
You guys are both on.
You hear me? Check.
Yeah, you're good.
We live, Mr. Parsegan? Well, welcome to the 2017-2018 Lady Panther fast pitch season. Makeup game between the Lady Panthers of Belgrade High and the Butte High Bulldogs. This game was supposed to be last week, Coach Deming, and kind of got the spring weather of Montana, which is snow and rain. So makeup game. Pretty nice out here today, but we know how that can change in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here right now. You know, we had to change our venue a little bit. Our main field, Field 1, the softball complex, is a little wet, is underwater, and the grounds crew did a good job coming out to the field number 5 and getting this field ready to go, prepped and ready to go. It looks good out there. The grass looks somewhat green, and sun's out. Beautiful night for some softball.
Yeah, good to be a part of it, along with our main anchor, Nate Parsegan, who is helping the crew. We got dual cameras going on for the softball season, which is nice. So we'll get multiple looks to everybody out there. And what can we look for the Lady Panthers this year, Mr. Deming? We are state champion defenders now. We won the state title last year. Looks like, how many seniors did we lose last year? Do you remember?
You know, we did. We lost 3 seniors last year. We lost, you know, the heart of the team the last several years. She's pitched in the state championship game as a freshman, and she pitched in state championship games, I believe, as a sophomore and as a senior. Shania Neubauer, you know, she was a tremendous. And we lost her. We lost her first baseman, Callista Pockel. Solid bat, excellent first baseman, but just an incredible batter, especially from the left side. And then we also lost Shelby Lee is the third senior. She had some timely hits throughout the season. So, you know, we have a lot of experience returning. We bring 6 seniors back this year, and these 6 seniors have traveled quite a bit. You know, I've seen them ever since they were in 5th, 6th grade traveling on travel ball, and they've been in some big-time tournaments, and they have a lot of time experience. And six very good seniors on the team, and a host full of very talented younger players.
Yeah, you've traveled a long time with these girls. Obviously, your daughter, Alexa Deming, plays. So you spent a lot of time with these kids on the road in the summer ball, and we'll see if they can defend their state championship today.
Absolutely, and that's going to be the key. You know, we're going to have to find some pitching, and our hitting is going to have to improve. But, you've got to give these guys some credit. They, you know, they haven't played a whole lot outside right now. Their practices have been limited, and you know, now's the key is just to get some outdoor activity and find out where the team is. Coach Neubauer's got to identify what he wants to work on, and it's so hard to do that in drills in the gym, but get some live action going against some quality opponents is going to teach us a lot about the team.
Yeah, how hard is it to defend a state title? You know, obviously once you do that, this is one of their first games they played up in Polson a couple weeks ago. But you have a target on your back all season, right? Knowing that you were the state champion, and when everybody sees you, whether it's AA teams like Butte and Helena Capital yesterday, or any other team, you always have a target on your back.
Absolutely. I mean, I think Belgrade's had a target. I think they've played in, I believe I read, 4 out of the last 6 state championships. We have an unbelievably solid club program. Every summer in club softball, the Belgrade teams are competing for the championships in multiple brackets. Sometimes they're playing each other in all the tournaments that we attend. So we have an incredible club program that's developing these girls to be ready to play at the high school level. So they've played in a lot of tournaments and some big time games. They've learned a lot in their club, and you know, so whenever you have travel tournaments, and plus you only lost 3 seniors, you turn a host of players back, and everybody knows that.
What can you tell us so far about the season? They went up to Polson, is that correct? They had a couple games up there. Who did they play, and what did those games look like?
Yeah, they played Columbia Falls, which was one of the better teams out of the Northwest, and you know, we played really well. Had a kind of rough start, but we were able to get some good pitching out of our pitchers. I thought Kaylee Bowerly did a tremendous job of settling in and getting some experience, which she needed. And then the second game we played Polson on their home field, and the weather wasn't great. It was pretty cold and rainy and snowy and a mixture of everything, but we had some incredible hitting, and you know, we won handily both of those games, and partly because we hit the ball really well that day, and then we had 2 weeks off and a lot of in time to gym, and then we came back and played Helena Capital, you know, a very good team. I believe they won the championship in AA last year, and you know, we really played them solid. We had one bad inning, I felt, and we didn't hit the ball very hard at the first few innings, but then we found their range. So
yeah, it was 1-0 around the 4th inning, right?
It
Pretty
was
tight ball game, and then they kind of opened it up.
They opened it up in 1 inning, and it was 4-1, and we were able to get a couple girls on base, just couldn't hit them in. Ty had a huge home run to give us a 1 run, and then after that, you know, it was pretty tight, and they had a big inning where it ended up being 10-1, and then finally, I think in the last inning of all things, we got the bats going a little bit, and yeah, I don't anticipate us hitting that poorly again. It's kind of like basketball since I coached that. Some nights you're going to make baskets, and some nights the ball just doesn't go in. You have those nights. I'd say that game against Helena Capital hopefully is one of those nights where we just didn't hit it very well, and hopefully that's an odd situation for us.
Yeah, speaking of Ty hitting a home run, we're currently in the outfield here. Isn't this Mr. Parsigan, I think, has got us set up in Ty Atwood's sweet spot. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a few girls that could definitely park one right on us. I think we have multiple girls that can put it right here close to us. I mean, as soon as you get to our man, anybody can do it on this team if they just size one up, square one up. But we have exceptional power in the middle of the lineup. Not only Ty, but we have Olivia Cook can really hit it. Heather Gear can really hit it. Katie Hoppy can really hit it, and they can hit it with power. The rest of the girls are some contact hitters, and it'll be exciting to play because actually we are facing probably one of the best pitchers in the state of Montana out of Butte High. She's been starting for a long time. She's already signed to play college softball, and she's going to bring some good heat, and she has some good off-speed stuff as well.
So here we go. The game is underway. Belgrade will be in the field. Butte High is up. And on the mound for Belgrade is number 7. Is that correct?
That is. That's Kaylee Bowerly.
Okay.
She got the start up against Columbia Falls, and I think after the first inning, Columbia Falls, she was first varsity experience, a little bit nervous. But after that first inning, she settled in and pitched nicely. She has great control. She won't overwhelm you with the pitch speed. But as the game wears on, she's going to get stronger. And she's about a location, but we have great defense.
Little change up there, high and away. Butte High not falling for the off-speed pitch there. I would have fell for that without a problem. We've played against these girls, and you just got to swing and hack at these guys. They're good, and I swing at everything.
Yeah, and I think that's the hardest thing for these softball players. This ball's coming up into you, and it's rising. It looks good at the beginning, and it looks all the way up. But, you know, it's pretty impressive the amount of spin that they can throw. And Kaylee can throw some different speeds, but she has some different, you know, every pitcher has their favorite pitch. And I don't know if Kaylee calls it a screwball or what it is, but she has some spin on one of her pitches that she really does a nice job of controlling and using that.
Okay, pitch up and outside.
Yeah, the goal is, you know, we got to get ahead in our pitch count, which means, you know, we're trying to get more strikes than balls and get it into a pitcher's count. But right now we're kind of matching even balls and strikes.
Nice pitch right down the middle. Finishes her off with a little rise ball there. Gets the strikeout. One out, one away here in the top of the first. We need binoculars out here, Mr.
Yeah, we
Deming.
do. Looks like this is Jenna Maroney, a senior. Is our second hitter for Butte High. Kaylee with a nice pitch. A little off speed. Started off with, got ahead. That's what we're talking about right there. And once again, our defense, you know, is so good. If you just put the ball in play, our defense is solid.
So sinks it a little below outside. Swing and a miss there. That is 2 strikes here on Maroney.
Yeah, in this case, Coach Neubauer usually will call like a one spot, and usually what that does means it's to use a strike that's going to be tempting for them to swing. There it is, up and high, a little bit hard to lay off, but there's no reason to give her something easy to hit right there, but do something that you might bait them into swinging in, and that was a good pitch by Kaylee.
So 2-1 the count. And another strikeout.
It's a great start. 2 Ks to start the game. Both Ks on misses. Looks like they were a little bit off speed. Once again, off speed outside. Good pitches by Kaylee.
Strike called, first pitch. Little change up there again, little off speed. Is this number 6?
This is number 6.
Mr. Parsegan needs to give us some binoculars here in the next few games. I don't mind the outfield here, but
don't mind the outfield. Maybe
we're
get this,
getting a little old.
Maybe get the score lineup from the officials, but
yeah, my partner's helping out, so I got to throw him under the bus here a little bit. Shot down, tip, foul down the third base line.
She tried to rise that one up a little bit of speed there. You can see how she changes her speed to keep those batters off balance. That was a nice pitch by her when she has ahead of the count. Once again, she's ahead. It's just 2 strikes, and see if she can't throw that off speed away here again.
So we'll see if she gets her chasing again. Next pitch. It is the changeup, but Butte High, she backs off just in time to get enough. Taylor Huff with the hit there. Single. So she lays off just enough to get just a tip on that ball, puts it in the gap, and sends herself to first here. 2 outs here in the top of the first.
I believe this is Katie McCafferty.
Yes, you are correct. Same pitch, grounder. First base out, number 3. So nice play by Belgrade.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, that one hit, the one hit that they received, I'm not sure how they'll score that officially. I thought it was.
Was that number 5? I don't see her on the roster. Was that correct? Number 5 for Belgrade? Who fielded that?
That was Kyla Rollins right there. She maybe had a uniform issue, but that's Kyla Rollins, and no, I don't even see her on the roster. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, there she's on the JV side as a senior. She's 21 on her roster, but that was Kyla.
But she's number 5, correct?
And maybe that's what the number they're going with today.
I see that. It looked like that. So I apologize, folks. We're just trying to get jersey numbers down here. It's a good thing we have Mr. Deming with us, as he knows most of these Lady Panthers.
Yeah, I've traveled with them quite a bit. A little bit of pressure with the wife overlooking my shoulder right now to make sure I don't screw up, but I'll make sure I'll keep it in line. Not say anything terribly bad about her daughter. Say nice things about everybody else, and maybe include Alexa.
That'd be a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Keep peace at the dinner table tonight.
Absolutely. Well, depends on how the game goes. Is going to depend on if it's peace or not at home.
Well, good start here. Bottom of the first.
Yeah, you know,
Butte High gets 4 up, correct?
4 up. They got 1 hit.
One hit.
I'm not sure how they scored that, if it was a hit or if they were going to consider that an error. I think it was a hard enough hit to score that as a hit. But at the same time, you know, just talking about the Panthers a little bit more, you know, we're coming out and, you know, we started in this game. We have 5 seniors starting of the 6. Last game, Presley Jacobson had to start in the field, and she's just coming back from an injury that I think they're just taking it easy on her. It's a long season, even though it really is a short season. It's going to start to crank up a lot of runs going.
Yeah, so Kyla, who got the last out there, is number 5 right now, even though she's on the roster as 21. So if you are watching, number 5 is Kyla Rawlings. She's up first, bottom of the first.
Yeah, Kyla's a contact hitter.
Whoa, that was some speed there. You ain't kidding.
Yeah, no, she can throw it. I don't know if there's a gun on her or not in terms of speed. I would say my guess is on her
That's
fastball.
McClafferty, is that correct?
Yes,
And
very
she
good.
signed with who?
I can't remember who she signed, but she definitely signed a softball scholarship. So I believe in somewhere in Oregon or Washington. I'll have to check that on the break. Maybe our stat man will look that up and find out for us. It's what they're paid to do. But you know,
So
I'd say
0-2 here.
0-2, looking to get contact, shorten up the swing. There's one of those pitches trying to bait you into it. But once again, got to fight this one off. You know, looking for contact, shorten up the swing, just put it in play.
1-2 here to Kyla Rawlings. Clafferty sizes her up. Looks like she's coming after her, and she does. Low and fast. And
Yeah.
Kyla had nothing to do but swing there.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what the gun says on her fastball. I'd say she's probably in somewhere in the upper 50s, maybe lower 60s in terms of miles per hour. Katie Hoppy with a drop shot right over the shortstop. Nice little shot. Seeing eyes right over the shortstop. Nice little hit. Katie's a great contact hitter, but can hit with power. But this is the meat of the lineup right here. I mean, you just come in and just bring the big bats in right here. And if you can catch up with her, you can send this one over to fence.
So it looks like she was trying to get it on top of it right away.
Yeah.
Just go after her on a first pitch. I mean,
Absolutely.
I know sometimes hitters wait, and generally it's that game where pitchers give you a fastball and the hitter just takes it to try to read. But after that first strikeout, looked like Katie was gearing to, like you said, just get that contact, get it in play, see if they can get people on base here.
Yeah, Coach Neubauer made a change that the runners, you have an opportunity for those people that just are watching. One of the rules you have in softball is you have the opportunity to pinch run for your pitcher and catcher. Coach Neubauer takes that option right here, puts in a runner, some speed at first base to be an athletic, trying to score on any type of hit to the outfield. And it's the option he has. Olivia Cook looks like this is the batter.
So that's Hazel Eaton, is that correct, who is the pinch runner?
Yes, it is Hazel Eaton at first.
Sophomore. I have Hazel actually in strength and conditioning class. She's a hard little worker,
She
basketball
works hard.
player.
Yeah.
She's got a good attitude, and
Yeah, she competes.
finds herself running a varsity game right now. That's so good for her. So pitch, fast and up and in. Swing and a miss there. Strike called.
Yeah, Olivia, she's one of the better two-strike hitters I've seen.
Up and outside ball.
She can hit with power no matter what strikes on her, multiple strikes. And like I said, you leave something over the middle, this one might end up on us.
I got my eyes peeled.
Yep.
Low and away. Ball is wild. That sends Hazel Eaton to the second base off the wild pitch. Butte High cannot handle it. Olivia Bales, good job by Coach Roberts, sending Eaton easily to second base here.
Yeah, so once again, now here's an opportunity. Olivia, if she can do anything with the ball, she might try to hit to the right side, try to advance Hazel, even though she is in scoring position.
So we got one out. Olivia Cook up to bat. Eaton leading off. Looked like she could take off to third. Hustles back to the second base, gets tagged up here. Pitch on the way. Right down the middle.
Oh,
Cook
trouble.
puts it into the 6-4 double play. Didn't need the double play, but
We did not. That's a mistake by Hazel right there. Young player, not understanding the situation. As this common saying that Coach Neubauer is always using, talking about freezing on a line. Perfect situation where
he's
we
on her
just-
right now,
Yeah,
as you can see, and sometimes you look, it's a sophomore, but he has high expectations of every girl, and she's in the game, and if she's in the game, anybody in the game, he has confidence in them. That's the type of coach he is, but he's not going to relax, and when it's not good enough, it's not good enough, and he's coaching her up there.
absolutely. I mean, it's one of those situational things, especially if that's going to be her role.
Sure.
If she's going to be a base runner, she's going to have to learn to see that ball off the bat a little bit sooner. And in
So
that
explain
case,
to the viewers what happened there.
yeah, right there, she's on second. You're looking to try to get a score on anything to the outfield because she's in a scoring position. But the hit was a little bit short. It didn't clear the second baseman, but you got to make sure that clears so you
head
don't
out,
before you take off.
Okay.
So Coach Neubauer talks a lot about freezing on a line, and that wasn't a hard hit ball, but that was a low enough ball to probably stay and not advance the one base. She needed to be looking to tag back up, and if it does clear, then you can advance to third base. But looks like on the contact, she made a step or two towards third base instead of trying to see where that ball was going to be, and that was a big mistake with the girl in runner position.
So Belgrade leaves one stranded. 0-0 here, top of the second, if I'm correct.
That's correct. Yeah, one girl, not only is one girl stranded, but one girl in a scoring position, which is always the
Yes,
advantage
yes,
of
yep.
baseball, is trying to get people into that second base and on for scoring position. Looks like we have
Kaylee.
Kennedy Ferreter.
Yeah, high pitch there. Ferreter goes after it. Strike one called. Kaylee Bowerly, is that how you say her
Yes.
last name?
Yep.
It's another strike called. Was that tip foul?
It was tip. So once
Tip
again,
foul.
she's got ahead 2-0 and or 0-2, and
0-2,
once
yep.
again, we've got one pitch right here. She's trying to figure out where she wants to put this, either up and in or up and high or down and low away, something that they might chase.
Chases it, ropes it down the left field line there.
Yeah, we got away with one right there. That was a ball that should have been
She
pitched right
kinda-
down the middle.
Yeah, she kind of hung that out to dry,
did.
and looks like who was that up for Butte there? I got to learn these girls' names, Coach.
Ferreter here.
Ferreter, that's
Kennedy
right.
Ferreter
How
was
can you-
quick
how can
on
you
that.
know?
Yes.
It should be a Ferreter. It's Butte.
Yes.
But she was a little quick on there. If she would have waited just a tad, probably would have poked one out here. So
Yeah, there was the pitch. I think she should have thrown this last one, but it's early in the season, trying to gain control. Coach Neubauer's been talking about his pitchers gaining some control of their pitches. And she's still ahead here to see if she can do it again.
sends one high and outside. Takes a little speed off that pitch. Ferreter remains calm, does not swing. Patient there. So we got
2 and 2.
2 and 2
2 and
here.
2 now.
Good eyes by the umpire there from Deming from the outfield. 2 and 2. That's like the Love Connection. Remember that show?
Didn't watch that, but once again,
You
she's
didn't
early.
watch that.
I
It
did
was
not.
your generation.
I know. Yeah.
Chuck Woolery, Love Connection, 2 and 2. We'll be right back. 2 and 2.
I'll have to ask
No?
the wife and see
Oh,
if she watched that as well. I
Well.
think she watched maybe Dallas.
I remember Dallas. Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
is her generation as well.
Well, you're in that generation.
That's
aren't
true.
You? Oh. Yeah.
Here's a good chance to maybe throw a changeup. She's been quick on both of these. Here's the time to pull the string on it. She tried
She
to.
tries. She
Yes.
holds off, but hits it. Fielded by Rollins again. Out.
Yeah, that was a great pitch by Kaylee. She's got a pitching coach over there giving the signs to her, relaying them to Katie Hoppy, our catcher. But both of those balls that she hit were out of bounds down the left line. She was pulling both of those, so looking to be quick on that. It was a good time to throw the changeup, and she did. Got her into an easy line drive to Kyla Rollins that threw out at first.
So up now for Butte High number 9, Brittany Tierney.
Yeah, you know, looking at the roster, Butte High's loaded with seniors. You know, they have a lot of seniors as well.
Second pitch here from Bowerly, called.
Oh, that's close to being
That's
in. It
close.
is.
He
He
calls
calls
it,
foul.
he calls it foul. So dead ball hit off the end of the bat. It looked like it was going to just bounce and stay in front of the plate. Umpire calls it foul.
Yeah, they have 8 seniors on their team, so not only they have some senior heavy teams. Last year we had a tremendous game with these people with Butte High over in Butte. We ended up winning 1-0 in a closely contested game.
Bowerly, third pitch on the way.
Oh, that's a nice
Throws
pitch.
a nice changeup right down the middle, called strike.
Yeah, Frozer.
Tierney there, exactly.
Frozer threw something in there.
Here.
Looked like it's a little bit up. Started slowing down and dropped right in. Nice pitch. Oh, that's another tremendous pitch. Came back with another changeup just a little bit outside.
Low and outside.
Yeah, that was a good pitch as well.
A little easier to track there. We got 2-2 again. Called here. Bowerly getting a sign from Hoppy. Steps off the mound, throws. High fastball. Called ball. Full count here. So Tierney lays off the high pitch here. As Coach Deming said, Bowerly looking for her spots here. Off-speed pitch, throws right back to her. Great catch by Kaylee Bowerly for the out. Nice, great hands by Kaylee. Absolute great hands.
Yeah, fielding a position.
That's always tough, too. That ball comes screaming back at you as a pitcher. And good reaction there by Kaylee.
Absolutely. Fielding her position, not only just throwing a good pitch, but fielding her position. Anything that she misses could be up the center for a base hit, and everybody has a responsibility to do out there, and she did hers.
So first pitch, called ball here, low and away.
I believe this is Emma Cox, another senior.
Yeah, Emma Cox, number 12. Second pitch on the way, strike. 1-1, 2 outs. Top of the first, or top of the second, excuse me. Bowerly winds up off the mound, throws that off speed again, ball to the outfield, and caught.
Yeah, Haley Curry sized that one up early, got settled under it. Easy play for her in the outfield.
So Emma Cox gets great contact there with the off-speed pitch, sends it to the outfield, but Haley Curry there, as Coach Deming said, is eyed it up, easy out for Belgrade. So we go to the bottom of the second here. And as we look, we can kind of see the difference actually between the two pitchers here. We got one pitcher who's a power pitcher who comes at you very hard with different types of fastballs. And as you said, Kaylee looking to pick her spots there and try to gain her opportunities how the count is.
Absolutely. I mean, the one girl is going to try to overwhelm you with her speed and her power, along with some spin. I'm sure she spins it one direction or the other more. Right there, warming her up. I saw she was spinning that one
so
down.
So what happens
way.
when they spin that?
Yeah, you know, some of these pitchers can really move the ball. You know, so that ball starts on in one plane, but it can really take off multiple inches in different directions depending on which spin they put it on, and that's why it's so hard.
And then
absolutely, and then you start sizing up all these fastballs, and all of a sudden they pull the string on it, and you know, they make a batter look foolish. I know last year, I know we can talk a little bit about last year since we're still kind of in the beginning of this year, but, you know, old Shania, she could pull the string on a changeup that just made people look foolish. And she would throw hard, and then she had this nasty changeup. And boy, it just made, it's like in a crossover in basketball, it'd make people look foolish, and she did. And that's what a good fastball pitcher like this can do if she can have a changeup. So. But Kaylee's doing a nice job as well with her control. But here's a power hitter, Ty, school record holder in the home runs. Let's see if she can put one out here.
All right, here we go. She gets on top of that one. She was swinging right away. Foul tip, but that was some speed there by McClafferty.
Yeah,
that thing was moving.
Absolutely. And with the power hitter, you just put the bat on, this ball's going to sail. It's just a matter of sizing something up, contact, square.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah,
if she gets it clean, it's coming. That's some speed by McClafferty. But as you can say, Ty is a great hitter. Outside missed, 1-1.
Yeah, you know, that with so much speed, it does the disadvantage of throwing it hard is if you can just get something solid on the bat, it's going to travel.
Sure.
And so it's a combination, two deadly combinations here of speed and power.
So pulls one, inside off the hands of Ty Atwood, and she hits it. She pulls it, pulls the arms in, and sends it down the left field line.
Yeah, this is where you start to look a little bit of strategy. It's curious to watch Coach Neubauer this year. You know, usually I've known him for several years, and he's always ran different types of signs using hats and shoulders and arms and all that jazz. Looks like he's modernized himself a little bit, and he's gone with the wristband like a lot of other teams have done. And I'm not sure how long this is going to go. Plus, his eyes may be failing a little bit. He may have a hard time squinting down at the wristband to see those, but he's called out the number. We got to see what we got going on here.
So we got Heather Gear up to bat. McClafferty winds up, throws first pitch, low and down.
Yeah, so here we get a little strategy.
Yeah. Gear lays off.
So we have a first ball, so the coach has to decide how we got to get a gal in scoring position here. So it's either going to be a straight steal, could be a hit and run here, it could be a bunt. He's not afraid to do anything in these situations.
Heather Gear swings away, gets the clearance to swing away. Foul tip just down the third base line. Some decent contact there, though. A little early there.
Yeah, Heather's a good contact hitter. She can hit with power as well. But once again, we're trying to get Ty to second base in scoring position somehow, and Heather's trying to find a gap, if not try to advance, or maybe hit behind her the right side if anything away.
Oh, does bunt, foul tip.
Oh, it should be fair because she touched it.
She did
Ty's
touch.
late on the jump.
And Ty is...
Oh, she's out, I believe. Oh, they called her safe.
No,
nope,
out.
They did call her out.
Because
Yeah,
it was
that's
force. It was force. He was looking for a tag call. There was no tag call, so the umpire corrects it.
I don't know if we have.
Out.
I'm not sure if we have a replay on that. I'm trying to figure out if that ball was in, touched, and that's what Coach Neubauer is trying to figure out as well. He's trying to figure out
was that touched?
If that ball was touched
Can you go back
by
one
somebody
more time there?
On the third base line, because he's questioning that, and Ty didn't look like she thought it was fair either. And I think that's why she got thrown out at second because of that action. And so it was a late call. Nonetheless, can't get the girl to scoring position.
So what is Ty to do in that position? It was so late.
Well, you know, the
it was
biggest
so
thing.
late
Well,
there.
the biggest thing. You can't. I don't think you can fault Ty right there.
Right.
The bunt is the idea is to get on top of the ball, knock it down, and Heather was able to get the ball popped up. Ty's going back to tag up, so we don't have the same situation from the last inning. We don't want to get thrown out at first or by a pop-up bunt. So she was going back to first, thinking that one of the girls could have caught it. So she made the right decision. The ball drops, it's fair, but she's all the way on first base. It's a long run to go with a strong arm, got thrown out.
So tough call, tough position for the girls there to do the best they can. 2 strikes, no, strike out there. That was third strike called.
Three Presley Jacobson on 3 pitches.
3 straight pitches.
So now we have 2 down, still haven't advanced our girl into a scoring position.
Bottom of the second?
Bottom of the second. Maddie Krieger can hit with power as well.
Lefty, man.
Yeah, and she can hit it either side. She can go with the pitch or she can pull it.
Strike called there. 0-1 to Krieger. So any different strategy here with the first base run with the lefty?
No, same idea. Contact, we got to be going.
Foul tip.
Sometimes now it's 0-2. 0-2 sometimes with a pretty good hitter. You're down 2. It might be a time to take a chance on it. Maybe just a straight steal. Might get thrown out, but trying to get to second base somehow and see what could happen.
You mentioned
yeah, Heather doesn't go there, so we're still 1-2.
Weather.
Yeah, the wind came up a little bit.
And here come the clouds.
Yeah.
What kind of hotel is this? Jamie, Christmas.
We're supposed to be protected back here. There's a nice little play away.
Fielded third, thrown to first. Krieger out. Good hustle by Krieger. Decent arm there by the third baseman.
Yeah, that's a nice piece of hitting right there by Maddie, though. You know, she's down 2 strikes, 1-2, and puts the ball in play. She goes with the pitch and goes down the third base line. And
yeah, and puts it away from both players. You know,
yeah,
so
and
both her and
absolutely, they got to.
Heather had an opportunity there.
Yeah, they had to make a long throw and put it in play. Made the long throw and got her out, but.
Well, here we go. Top of the third, 0-0. Kaylee Bowerly will still be on the mound.
Yeah, well, you know, one thing that Coach Neubauer will do is, you know, she hasn't got herself in trouble. I haven't got anybody into scoring position yet. You know, they've put the ball in play, but we've been able to play good defense. Matter of fact, I think they only have the 1 hit that came through the shortstop area. Other than that, we've fielded it and thrown them out, and so we haven't had anything other than we had 1 pop fly to, I guess, right field to Haley Curry, but other than that, our defense has been good. Kaylee's doing a nice job of pitching a little bit off speed and keeping them off balance with some different pitches. And the hits that they have, that we've been able to defend and throw them out.
Now, for our viewers, how many innings will we play in fast pitch?
Yeah, you know, well, looking at the clouds behind us, we're hoping as many as we can, of course. But, you know, in this game, I believe this will be a 7-inning game. I don't think there's a game behind us now because of the lighting system. We don't have lights over here, so we're limited on time-wise. And that's
correct?
Yeah, that's why we have the early start.
We have enough time to maybe if it goes to extra innings, right?
Absolutely.
And in regular fast pitch, they do go to extra innings in season, or do they call?
Yeah, no, this game will be a full game. We'll go to extra innings, and depending on the tiebreaker rules, it can be pretty fun. But
okay, number 8 for Butte High now up top of the third. Number 8, Reha. Bowerly's pitch high and off-speed pitch up high, kept rising. Great job by Katie Hoppy to snag that out of the air. Easy look for Ray High to lay off. Bowerly winds up, second pitch on the way, low into the ground, 2-0 now. So now the hitter's got control.
Yeah, this is called the hitter's count right here. They're looking for something.
What is Kaylee, because she's not an overpowering pitcher, so what is she going to maybe look to do here?
Yeah, just throw something maybe inside strike, and she's just down a little bit. So now it's definitely a hitter's count, depending on what the coach decides to do here. He'll either tell her to take a pitch here and see if Kaylee can't throw one right down the middle.
3-0 here. She does throw it inside, but it's called ball 3. Bowerly winds up again. 3-0. Fourth pitch on the way. Freezes her. Strike.
Yep, there we go.
Good location there. Hitter being very patient. Reha being very patient, but strike called. 3-1 now to Reha. Bowerly winds up again. High.
Oh, they
in
give
the
it to her,
strike
yes.
zone.
There
Wow.
we go.
Looked a little high, but about the letters. Where's umpires usually going to call that?
Well, you know, early in the
strike
game,
zone? Letter height, number height.
It's should be about waist, a little bit above the waistline,
Okay.
the belt line, and there's a good pitch by Kaylee actually. You know, it depends, but that first inning or two, they're going to establish their zone, and at that point, usually you try to find some consistency on the zone, and I think he's been very consistent on his strikes. I mean, we've had a lot of pitches that have been put into play, but yeah, here's a big pitch, full count.
Yeah, 3-2, full count, as Deming said.
Oh,
Strikes!
Yes.
Strikes her out. Reha watching. Great job by Kaylee Bowerly. Way to come back. She was down 3-0 there in the count.
Yeah, way to fight back. He didn't pitch very well at the beginning, but finished off the right way and got a K.
So first out of the inning, is that correct? First pitch hit. Rollins, back to Rollins with off-speed pitch. Oh! Gear fumbles that at first.
Yeah,
she's safe.
Yeah,
kind of
that's
a tough throw by Rollins there a little bit.
Yeah, I thought Kai did a nice job picking that ball up. Maybe pulled Heather off a little bit. That's a play these girls have to make. Heather's a better first baseman than that. She should have fielded that one. I'd probably give how they score that would probably be an error to Heather. But hard to say from this angle. We're a long ways out here, but I think that was a play we should have been made.
As you can see, that Rollins is probably going to get continued work is where her location pitches are and the speed of her pitches are going to Rollins. Bunt laid down the first base line.
Called safe at first. That's
safe at first. So we got runners at first and second.
Yeah, there's an example of the strategy in softball is just moving the girls over to scoring position. This is the first time Butte's been in scoring position right there. It's a nicely designed play. Obviously, just a bunt down the first base line, tests our defense, and it was a really good bunt. I thought Katie did a nice job hopping out of the catcher position, but nice bunt. Couldn't throw her out at first, so now we're first and second with I believe maybe the top of the lineup up.
Yeah, so she battles her way back on for the first out, down 3-0, so 1 out, but the next 2 batters get on base. Now, when you're looking to bunt like that, are you looking to bunt down the first base line when you're pushing one to from first to second?
Yeah, it depends on the call.
To lay it down?
I would say they're probably looking to bunt here as well. Olivia Cook at third's got to be ready to come and take this bunt away.
So she's moving up shorter and shorter. Is that correct there?
Yeah, because
Olivia's at third base there, Mike?
Yeah, that is Olivia, and you know the big idea here is just to move 2 people in scoring position and see what happens. But neither of those 2 pitches it was a bunt call.
So here we go. Pitch on the way by Bowerly. Off speed down the third base line in the gap.
Maddie's got to come up throwing home.
She's throwing home. Great job by Krieger to throw home. Uses her arm to hold the third base runner. So we got bases loaded with 1 out. here in the top of the third, 0-0.
Yeah, so with this situation, we have to – Coach Neubauer's calling in his infield. Is basically they're coming in. They're going to come home. Anything in the field, you're going to see the play at the plate. They're going to try to throw the girl out, prevent that girl from scoring. The idea on that is –
So Taylor Huff up for Butte High. First pitch to her on the way by Bowerly. She throws it right in the wheelhouse.
Yep, coming
Grounder,
home.
throws it to home. Cook to Hoppy. Hoppy can't handle it, and Butte High will score. And how will you score that, do you think?
Yeah,
That's
a hard one. From our angle here, Olivia did a nice job. I think she had time to set her feet and throw her out at home. Pulled Hoppy off the home base a little bit.
Sure.
And plus the ball was a little bit down, and it looked like there's a little transition between which way she was going to catch. Nonetheless, they score a run. We're same boat. Infield's in. So down one, infield in, one out. We're still looking. Coach Neubauer has his infield in.
That was where we needed to be, too. And
it was
a doable play, and just kind of got away from us like the play before a little bit. And so I think those are the types of plays you're talking about. Rollins throws back to home, out.
Yep, same play.
Nice play by Rollins.
Yes,
same
Kyle.
exact play.
Absolutely, and same
Except,
thing. And so now we've got our so now we move our
Kyla
defense back to our regular depth. We had them in on the previous two bats, and probably should be out of this inning, but nonetheless, we're going to have to battle through and get out of here with maybe giving up one run. Once again, regular depth going any bag or base and get this third out, final out. Outfielder's still looking to go 4. Nonetheless, the infield right here, they have to sell out. This is where no ball.
So will the outfielders, if it gets this far into play, will they throw home or hit cutoff first?
Well, it depends. Probably they're looking to go base now. If it's short, they may be going home.
Okay.
But the infield, the key is the infield has to knock this down. Anything past the infield,
So
they're probably going to score
home.
2.
Okay.
I think the infield has to sell out, lay out, keep the ball in the infield, prevent that second person from scoring. Whatever you have to do to keep the ball in the infield is the goal here by our infielders.
So ball called there on Bowerly. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-0 Butte High over the Lady Panthers, top of the third.
And this is the top of the order right now, so this is
ball bounces in the dirt. Hoppy.
Yeah, good attempt
Great
right
play
there.
by Hoppy.
Yep.
So she fields the pitch in the dirt, gets up, throws it down to third base to Olivia Cook. Nice hard throw. Olivia Cook almost tags the third base runner out. So great attempt there. Pitch off speed outside. No, they call it strike there. Nice pitch. Late call by the umpire there. Looks like 2-2. Real late call by the umpire. So Bowerly on the way, 2-2. Pitch outside.
Yeah, good pitch. That's a good pitch, right on the edge. Full count, I believe.
Yes.
Oh no, I think it's 1. Not sure what it is, what the count is. Hoppy's going to come out and make sure of our pitches, make sure we know where we want to be putting this one. Don't want to put anything down the center where they can drive it to the outfield and score 2 runs. Looking to do something off of the plate, either inside or outside. Trying to make the hitter put the ball and play in the infield where we make it throwing out to the easiest bag. The shortest throw is the goal here.
Bowerly, winds up. Off-speed pitch, pops up, infield. Fly rule.
Ooh.
Alexa Deming.
Alexa Deming with the snow
Cones
cone
it,
catch.
yeah,
I wouldn't
cones
say
it.
she was dialed that on. The base was at her feet. Kyla was coming over. Kai was coming over. She called it. But nonetheless,
So they get out of the inning.
We get out of the inning, only giving up 1 run.
With bases loaded again, they give up 1 run. So bottom of the third, here we go. 1-0 Butte High. Belgrade had a couple of mistakes in that top of that inning. Errant first base throw / couldn't handle the catch, and then a throw to home that scored the runner. So between those two things, Butte High is able to advance some runners and get the run, and get enough wood on some of the bats on some of the balls there to get enough in play to score.
Yeah, those. I don't know if they're going to consider those errors or not. I'm not sure how they'll score those on the Belgrade side, but those plays that could have been made or like giving them extra outs is generally what an error is, and and Butte did what they should do with extra outs. They capitalized, and they were able to keep the inning alive, and they were able to move a girl across the first base for our home plate for the first score. And so those were some mistakes that we can clean up. And
I know that that bothers Coach Neubauer. He's very on board with skills and doing things properly and being in tune and focused to getting those little things done like that. He takes pride, and I think he puts a lot of time in that with our girls.
Absolutely. And, you know, and we can't make any excuses because I think everybody in the state of Montana is in the same boat. But, you know, we've had a lot of practice inside the gym, and just fielding the ball off of the dirt and moving in the dirt and throwing it to first is a big one. But here we have Alexa in the leadoff chance to get on base. Whatever she has to do to get on base is the goal of the leadoff hitter.
Bottom of the third, Alexa Deming up to bat. McClafferty pitch, low and inside, called ball. Good eye by Alexa Deming, holds off that first pitch coming at her. And you can tell, too, when McClafferty winds up, she wants you to think it's coming at you with everything she's got. Gets foul tip down the first baseline there, so it'll be 1-1.
Yeah, it's a pretty aggressive mannerisms by her. She's very aggressive on her pitching. The way she controls herself on the mound prior to the pitch is very aggressive. It's pretty intimidating if you've never seen it before.
Yeah, with 3 Ks already today, popped up by Alexa to the first baseman. Gets on top of the bat, forces the pop out, and she is out. So Alexa Deming goes down, 1 out.
Yeah, here's
bottom of the third.
Here's Haley now. Same thing as Alexa. We have to try to get these leadoff hitters on the base somehow. Get beamed, get a solid shot somewhere.
Who did you say this was, Coach?
This is Haley Curry now, I
Haley
believe.
Curry, number 3, Haley Curry. First pitch by McClafferty. Curry swings, foul tip just before the third base. Takes a hack at it. So McClafferty up in the count, 0-1. Curry gets into the batter's box. It's ready. McClafferty throws high, rise ball, strike 2, miss.
Yeah,
so swing and a miss by Haley Curry. That's tough when you're 0-1.
Yeah, it's coming up and high.
Those rise balls like that where you get movement. It looks good right down the plate, and that thing just keeps rising on you.
Here's another one where you know she's going to throw something. Yeah, a little bit away. Once again, she's got the hitter's count. I'd probably say she's not going to throw anything down the middle here. It's going to be something trying to have Haley chase here. So Haley's got to fight off anything close.
So we got 1 and 2 to Curry. 1 out. Foul tip again. Count remains 1 and 2. 1 down. McClafferty comes to the mound. Curry back in the box. Throws low and down in the dirt. Curry lays off. Good eye by Curry. Good patience. Trying to get her swing and her timing there here. Keeps doing the same process in her batting routine there. Lays off of it. Wanted to swing, holds, but called strike 3 anyway. So that will be the 4th, I believe, 4th or 5th strikeout for McClafferty. Mr. Deming, you can tell, like you said, she's a overpowering pitcher. And
yeah,
this
so
is Kyla Rawlings, right? Number 5, I believe.
Yes, this is back to the top of the order here.
Okay. So first pitch on the way, strike. And speaking of McClafferty, you got some information.
Yeah,
on
so
her.
she signed with Bemidji State out of Minnesota this past fall.
Right,
and we've seen her in the travel circuit. I believe she played for out of Spokane team, I think. We've seen her in some travel tournaments over the summer. So she definitely has spent some time on the mound, and you can see by her strength.
Ball 1 there. Rawlins laying off. Third pitch on the way. McClafferty, swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Rawlins. Boy, she comes right back at you.
Yeah, once again,
Inside
she's
pitch
got the
there, right
advantage here.
down.
You got to
Yep.
believe this is probably something up high, something down low,
So
away.
1 and 2. She watches it in and called strike 3. That's the 5th K now for McClafferty as we go into the top of the 4th. Is that correct?
That's correct.
1-0 Butte High. And now when you got a pitcher who can throw gas like that, and you're down 1-0, does it get tougher and tougher?
Well, I don't think it does. I think in softball, she's got great command right now. But sometimes, if you've gone against her a couple of times, you've seen the ball coming in, and sometimes you can size her up just by seeing her pitch and over again. And I think the girls will start to get on top of the ball and size it and time it better than we have. And sometimes it's a little harder when you have a change of speed of a pitcher. So you have one pitcher that comes in, throws gas, and then comes in with a relief pitcher and maybe slows it down. You can have a combination that can keep some girls off balance here. But right now she has great command of her pitches, and she's making it really hard for us to put the ball in play with contact.
Well, then a couple times there we got caught watching because you kind of get caught in in between where you're not making a decision, right? And then you're hoping it's called a ball or whatnot, and then you get caught watching that third pitch there. Yeah,
I think in softball you have such just a fraction of seconds to figure out when you're going to, not even seconds. I mean, the pitcher's mound is so close to the plate. I mean, these girls are making a really an instinctual decision when that ball is released, and it's released from a low point, and you've got to pick it up, and you've got to decide if that ball is going to be one you're going to swing at. And so with McCafferty, that ball's coming in there even faster. And so for her, she's got us all over the place. She's been pitching us inside, outside, up. She's got good control right now, and we're having a hard time sizing one up and squaring it up, putting it in play.
So top of the fourth, Brittany Tierney up for Butte High. Pitch by Bowerly on the way, called.
No, it's a ball.
Ball.
Must have been inside.
Yep, ball one there. And on the flip side for Belgrade, down 1-0. How is the psyche now for the pitcher who's down in Bowerly?
Yeah, I think other than that last inning where she got in trouble, I think she's still been pitching well. She just has to work hard to get maybe a few strikes and try to get ahead of some of these hitters. But once again, I think the defense just needs to pull through and make some plays for her. I think that was something we didn't do in that last inning. But right here we're down,
pitch, so she's back to a 3-0 count again in the inning as she was last inning. In last inning, she battled back to get a full count and actually get a strikeout. And now she's back in the same position. 3-0 pitch.
I think got called strike there. Yep.
3-1.
Once again, the goal of these leadoff hitters is to get on base, and right now we're a little bit in the hole on our leadoff hitters. We're giving them an opportunity to go start it out with 3-0, but see if Kaylee can come back and get a strikeout here.
Bowerly winds up, throws it right in the wheelhouse. Strike two. So 3-0 doesn't really phase her much. Excuse me. Second time now she's battled back to a full count. 3-2. Pitch on the way, right down the middle.
Yeah, that's
base hit up the middle, right up second base into the outfield.
Yeah, a good piece of hitting right there. She stayed back and squared one up right back up the middle. That's a really good piece of hitting by her.
So Brittany Tierney is patient in the 3-2 count, was up 3-0, and then came back 2 straight strikes, and she hangs in there. So nice piece of hitting, as Deming said. We got one on first base, bunt laid down. Tierney to second, safe, out at first. So number 12, Emma Cox, does her job.
Absolutely, she did her job. She put the ball in play. She put a nice bunt down. She advanced the ball into second base. Now we have to even play. Our defense has to be ready now. Our outfielders have to be looking to go, as they say, 4. Got to be looking to throw the ball home. Our infielders looking to maybe make a play at first. Lots of options here to decide what Butte's going to do.
So top of the fourth, 1-0 down the third base line. Olivia Cook watches the second base, looks her off, and throws it to first for the second out. So holds Brittany Tierney to second. So nice play by Olivia. Takes the grounder right on third and eyes up the second baseman to hold her and throws over to first base. Makes it clean. Catch by Heather Gear and out.
Yeah, absolutely. Great play by Olivia. Looked her back so she couldn't advance, and Olivia has a strong arm. She gets her feet set. She can really throw girls out. Here's a
pitch
nice
on
shot.
The way. Ty gets it.
Yep.
Third out, Ty Atwood comes up on it. Look like, you get a good hit like that, but good positioning by the outfielder, and Ty kind of walks in on that and easily scoops it up for the third out. So Butte strands their runners here in the top of the fourth, still up 1-0. So Katie Bowerly has Mr. Deming has said is still continue to try to hit her locations and try to use different off-speed pitches, and she's done a good job. And still holding in the game here, only 1-0.
Yeah, that's
Butte High.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought that pitching was very good that time. You know, she's not going to overwhelm anybody with her speed and her power like we've been seeing with Butte High. But you know, with her command and the placement of pitches can really dictate some hitters. And in that case, she was able to get some ground balls and then you know, some good defense and you know, and out in center, another senior that's been playing there forever now. I think she's been playing for 4 straight years at center. And, lots of experience. She's got a big arm. She can cover some ground. That was a good example of that. It wasn't a horribly hit ball, but it was a little bit of a challenge for Ty to come running in and grab. And a good play by her to strand that one runner. And once again, we just need to get our leadoff hitter here on base. And you know, once again, Katie Hoppy's going to be up and see if she can't put something in play, get her on base, so we can do some strategies. And so, you know, in this game of softball, there's lots of strategies that people don't know about, and I think that's the fun part of softball is just the different things that they can do in terms of preparation. So, let's see if Katie can't square something up. She's a great gap hitter in terms of left center gaps. See what happens here. She sized one up on the outside. Hard to hit the gap on the left side when something's going away. So she's down 1 strike here.
So first pitch here on the way, bottom of the 4th. Sorry, stepped away to talk to Nate Parsegan. Who's up here, Coach?
Yeah, second. This is Katie Hoppy. It's a 1-1 now. It's contact hitter. We're looking to get something in the gap over here.
Katie got on the base the first time. That ball is right to us. Heads up, Mike Deming! Goes to the fence! Right at us. Getting in some action.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to catch that for a second.
Well, you froze up. I told you, and you just sat there.
That was a good friend of you to advise me to be heads up. I appreciate that looking after me. I was sizing
I didn't say duck. I said we know what happens.
Here we have a pinch runner again. That's a great start. It's our second runner in scoring position here with 0 outs. Once again, Coach Neubauer's going to call a play here. So, the person in scoring position with Olivia Cook on hitting. Once again, Olivia can go either direction. She can go with the pitch if it's away, but she can definitely hit with power. This could be another ball that could be in our area if we're not ready.
So a little excitement there. Good power by Katie Hoppy. About sends one to us. We almost caught that. Hit the fence. Good rip by Olivia Cook, but it was caught for an out. That time
she stayed.
Hazel Eaton.
She learned from
she
Coach
learned
Neubauer's,
her lesson. Lesson there between innings. Good coaching by Neubauer and good listening by Hazel.
Absolutely, she learned and she went back. But once again, that's a great piece of hitting. Other than the fact that they caught it, Olivia didn't have a pitch that she could drive, but she went the other way with it. Unfortunately, we hit it right to the second baseman.
So great play by Butte High. 1 out here.
Yeah, here we go with, once again, power versus power. What a combination. If Ty can just square this thing up, this could be over the fence.
This could come back to us.
Because there's a lot of velocity coming on this pitch, and it's just a matter of getting something square. It's going to travel.
Katie almost sent one to us, and we know Ty. Ooh.
Yeah, you can see the strategy right there. She's definitely pitching her away, trying to get her away with anything that Ty can get on the outside of the bat, reduce some of the power. Last thing I think Katie wants to do here is to throw anything inside because Ty will turn on it.
So I'm assuming she kind of knows how Ty is as a hitter. Ty jams one on the inside. Trouble drops it down the right field just over the first base. Pushes Hazel Eaton to third. Ty gets a hit, drops one in.
Yeah, I've very seldom ever seen Ty do that, go the other way with a pitch. But, you know, that's a good piece of hitting.
Right?
Well, at the end of her bat, but, you know, the first 2 pitches were outside. Outside, and they tried to pitch outside again to her, and she went with it, and she definitely advanced the runners. Now, here's some strategy involved here. Now, we got first and third, and Coach Neubauer has to make a decision here. Is he going to send Ty on a steal? And then at the same time, you've got to be able to react. Butte High's got to be looking, are we going to try to throw her out at second? Are we going to try to cut this ball and bring it home if Hazel goes? There's lots of options in this. Let's see what happens.
So the pitch by McClafferty to Gear. Gear shows bunt.
Yeah, it's a straight steal. So she takes the strike. we moved the girl, we moved Ty into scoring position. We now have 2 girls in scoring position. She sacrificed that one pitch, even though it was a strike. We're not going to swing at it, put ourselves in trouble. She did exactly what she needs to do. Now the object here is to drive the ball through the infield and score 2.
So pitch called strike on Gear, so that's 0-2 on Gear. She took the first one showing bunt to get the runner advance on the steal.
Yeah, here's the idea:
Second
shorten,
and third.
Shorten up your swing here, put it in play.
So with
make
0-2, will she chance a bunt?
No, I don't think Coach will at this
swing
time.
away here. So swings away, called strike 3. So we got 2 outs here. Is that correct?
That is
Her
correct.
and Olivia, the caught. Great play by the second baseman for Butte High on Olivia Cooks. And then Heather Gear strikes out there, so 2 outs.
Yeah, here's Presley. You got 2 girls in scoring position, and we need to be moving on contact, but at the same time, we don't want to be running into a tag.
So pitch, swing and a miss by Presley.
Yeah, so the idea here is, and it's early in the
0-1.
season, but coaches he drills them, but you know, the ball's hit to the shortstop or third. Our girls are not going to advance because it's an easy tag out, going to make the play. So
same pitch, Presley goes right after it. And misses again. So McClafferty here looks to have a number on Presley Jacobson. We'll see what Presley does here. Tough-minded kid herself, so we'll see. Same pitch, holds off on it that time, and it's called strike 3. So 3 straight pitches for Presley Jacobson, and Belgrade can't come away with a score there.
No,
That's tough.
That's tough. Katie did a tremendous job of getting into scoring position on the leadoff hitter, and then we were able to move her over. You know, with Ty's hit, we had first and third, and just couldn't capitalize on those 2 scoring opportunities. You know, and the last thing we just have to try to figure out. You know, I know it's early, but we got to get the ball on the bat and put it in play. So once again, had 2 opportunities. We've left 3 in scoring position now, and you know, Butte High's left you know, I believe 3 as well, but they do have 1 across the plate. So it's been a pretty evenly matched game so far. It's just a matter that Butte's been able to push one girl across the plate, and we haven't. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be a dandy down the stretch here.
Well, and Butte hasn't made many mistakes in their throws.
No, they haven't.
On the infield.
No, they've been
the
clean
difference so far.
Absolutely, they've been clean. They're fielding the ball and throwing girls out. They're not giving any extra outs to us on that. We haven't hit anything terribly hard, other than the fact you know, Katie Hoppy just drove one to the fence, and then we've had a couple seen eyes right over the top of the infields. But we haven't sized anything up. You know, we didn't do this the other night either against Helena Capital, and then we turned it on late. I'm hoping maybe that's going to be the opportunity that's going to come our way this time.
So McClafferty finishes that inning, and she Ks and has her 6th K of the night. Deming, we're going to the top of the 5th. Is that correct? From what I got.
I have to ask our statistician over there.
Top of 5. Thanks, Mr.
Go get that, Ty.
Little photo by Ty. Can't get to it. Dives.
Great
Will that
hustle.
show extra bases? Extra bases goes to second base for number 16 for Butte High. Gets the lead off, Brianna Ocello. So on a play like that, if you dive and make the play, great. But if you dive and miss, it gets behind you.
You know,
is that always just a fielder's choice?
I
do
think
coaches
so.
get very upset at that because
No.
they've got an extra base? But I know that happens a lot at all levels.
It does, but you can't fault their effort, and that's one thing you can't fault.
I didn't know if coaches usually teach one thing or the other. I know kids dive all the time, but if it gets by you, you know that extra base is coming.
Yeah, you've got to believe your other outfielders are ready to cover it. So here's an infield fly rule. I'm not sure if it's a rule or not, but
Alexa gets the out.
She squeezes that one a little bit better than the first one she had, and sized that one up. We got 1 down, but back to the play by Ty. Good effort, you know, trying to take that ball out of the air, and she's experienced. But with the backups in the outfield, they have to have backup, and they did a nice job of covering that attempt and got the ball in quickly, and she actually only were able to get to second base.
Okay, so Maddie Krieger covers after the dive by Ty Atwood. Valerie throws her first pitch there called strike.
Yeah, so once again, we've got to be
Taylor Huff.
We've got the same defense on here. Anything in the infield, looking her back and then throwing to 1, and then obviously if they go to 1, they then will go to 3, depending.
Okay, top of 5th, 1 out, called ball there. Good to have Coach Deming with us. always coaching us through here the scenarios as these girls get on base to help our viewers and all of us realize how much strategy is actually involved in this game. So it's great to have you.
There's a one going 3 if Ty can catch it. Going 3
Ty
now.
gets it off.
Ty has a tremendous cannon.
Throws her.
It's a very close play.
And she's under the tag. Olivia Cook handles the throw by Ty Atway. Great play by both girls, but Brianna Ocello gets underneath that tag. But 2 down here. But yeah, nice play.
You know, it's a great play. Ty, I'm not sure who called the ball, but Ty caught the ball going away from third, catches, plants her feet, and then gathers her momentum, tries to throw it at third. That was a tremendous throw. That was a harder throw than it looked probably on film.
So McClafferty, the pitcher up, Deming easy out, gets the 3rd out. Was that McClafferty, I believe?
I believe it was as well.
Was it? Okay. So Belgrade does a nice job, again, holding Butte here.
Yeah, so we got a conversation right now in the dugout. Some question on who's going to field that one because, you know, Ty was going away from the ball. If she called it, that's her ball. If Haley called it, it should have been hers. But, you know, obviously Ty catching it, I'm guessing she called it. But that was a tough angle. Something to learn there, and I think that what Coach Neubauer and Coach Roberts is talking to him about because to catch the ball going away from third and throw a girl out is really hard. If Haley would have caught that from right field, she'd had the momentum towards third base and would probably have a little bit more power on the throw. Probably it got her out for sure, but nonetheless, good play. We were able to get out of the inning without a score.
Well, and right there you can see, I believe, a state championship caliber team with players and coaches there because the coaches, everybody as fans, we say, hey, heck of a play by Ty, gets the out, almost gets thrown a third, but they're looking one step ahead saying, okay, great play, but how you have to actually do that is should the other outfielder had it on the catch and fly to make the better opportunity throw for third
Absolutely.
and out. So you don't make that mistake and then end up losing that sometime down the road. So.
Yeah, once again, I think Coach Neubauer, he talked about that after the Helen Capital game. He was talking about, I heard him during the game talking to some of the girls about throwing some of these throw balls that they've been working on in a game so we can learn from our mistakes and at least attempt to do those things. You know, it's early in the season and we're playing some really good teams, and that's an example of teaching how to be a little bit more efficient, especially with how the outfielders are trying to gel and develop some chemistry.
Sure. So here we go. Bottom of the 5th, Maddie Krieger, the lefty, also has some raw power as well with her. If she gets a square on the bat, she could bomb one too.
Yeah, once again, Katie's definitely pitching our power hitters away. So once again, Maddie's got to be looking to go the other way like she did with the first at bat.
Okay, so Coach Deming looks that she can come our way, but swing and a miss on that outside pitch. So we got 1-1? Or 0-2?
No, 0-2 now, 0-2. Maddie's got to shorten it up here and once again just get some contact.
0-2. Pitch from McClafferty. Throws right down the line. Strike. 3 called on Maddie Krieger. That is the 7th K now for McClafferty. She gets in those pitcher counts.
Yeah,
and
she does.
Boy, she takes care of business. She knows what to do, doesn't she?
She really heated that last one up with some spin away. That was a hard pitch to hit. Here's Alexa. Let's see, you can't be a leadoff hitter and get on base somehow. It's a
good cut there.
Yeah, trying to first pitch swinging. It's not a bad decision when this pitcher's trying to get ahead of the batters, so that's not a bad idea.
0-1 to Deming. McClafferty now sizes her up, throws a little bit of a rise ball. Alexa lays off. 1-1 now the count. Good eye by Alexa. One and one the count. Third pitch on the way.
He's got it inside. Yep.
Just inside, over the inside part of the plate.
So not trying to fight off anything. We've been saying this as a broken record now. We're trying to fight off any of these 1 and 2 counts. There's a good eye. Once
Ball
again,
called.
Trying to get it back in our favor. But here's coach is always talking about shortening up the swing. Not taking a big swing, just shortening it up and having contact.
So 2-2. Strike 3 called. 8th strikeout now for McClafferty. Boy, she's looking good, Coach. She's looks like she's commanded her speed and her pitches really well, and it seems like she's got our girls on their heels a little bit, guessing what to do in the count here.
Yeah, she's definitely has, and it looks as if looks like she has some spin either direction that's really causing problems. And maybe starting that ball a little bit inside and just cutting off across the inside of the plate. So, you know, one thing about coaching softball, many years we've had an opportunity to have some delicious cookies at Grandma Pat. Yeah, this is a tremendous opportunity. Every game for the last 6 years I've been a part of, we've had Grandma Pat that has just donated lots of cooking time.
So give us some cookies.
Yeah, grab some of those cookies. They're even warm, man. This is a luxury out here for Panther Life. And anybody who's ever been to a tournament knows Grandma Pat's cookies. And
we know Deming won't turn down cookies.
I do not turn them down. So we apologize for Presley at bat, but the cookies got our attention, and Presley first pitch swing and pulled it down the left foul left. But yeah, Grandma Pat's cookies are delicious, and it's a luxury to have an individual that volunteers all her time to making us sweets for us to eat.
So Ellie Malesnik here, isn't it? Number 2?
Oh, it is actually Ellie Malesnik. We got a pinch hitter coming in, looking to maybe size up a little faster pitcher. Maybe she's coach says she might be able to be maybe a fastball pitcher hitter.
Strike 2 call. Those are delicious cookies.
Yeah, how are we supposed to talk on Panther Live when
we can just push the mute button and people can watch.
Oh,
so hit by Malesnik right up the middle over the second base line. So great job by Ellie Malesnik. Great job. She comes to the plate and actually get good solid wood on that first foul tip, and
absolutely squared one up.
You know, swing and a miss on the second one, but she was ready. And Neubauer was maybe looking for a different, different opportunity with a different kid, and she comes through, and now she's got a pinch runner. Number 14 will come in for Ellie Malesnik. That'd be Cameron Gurrell.
Yeah, I believe I've heard Cameron is one of the faster girls on our team. And so once again, any type
sophomore.
of hit. Yeah.
No, freshman, excuse me. Cameron Gurrell is a freshman.
So looking to score from anything to the outfield on some sort of a gap shot. We're looking to score from first, tie this ball game up.
So Neubauer looking down at his play calling sheet.
Are you listening? It's at field 5 on the other side of the softball complex.
Soccer
complex.
Excuse me. We got people calling in wondering where the game is because we changed over the soccer complex. Bunt look, called strike, steal, and Cameron Gurrell is in. She's now going to third, and she's going to be safe at third, so she steals second base. Errant throw by the Butte High Bulldogs, and Gurrell makes a great decision, looks at Coach, and Coach sends her to third, so Cameron Gurrell now at third base. So great piece of base running there by Cameron Gurrell. She stole for second. Butte High, a little errant on the throw, and Coach sends her to third base, and she does a great job of that communication, and she is fast.
Absolutely, and once again, you know, even though the count was what it is, if be called a steal, she went for it. They had an errant throw, and she advanced to third. Now the idea here is just to try to get her to home, so now it's a whole different game. A pass ball scores her. Any type of small little line drive or small little hit in the infield could score her. Coach Neubauer, if you wanted to, with Kai batting, could bunt right here.
So goes away, foul tip, out of bounds there.
Yeah. Once again, though, there's opportunities to do things here, depending on what coach is going to call right here.
So bottom of the fifth here, the Belgrade Panthers have opportunities to score again. We'll see if we can come through. We got Cameron Gurrell, the freshman, at third base, and Rollins up to bat. Here's the pitch by McClafferty.
Once again,
called strike. Yeah. 3 again, ends the inning for the third out. That's McClafferty's 9th strikeout, Coach, and that's what else can we do? Because I think Coach Neubauer's he's signaling everything correctly, and the girls are getting to that point, but they just can't get across the plate.
Yeah, you can tell that the one pitch. So we'll come back to that.
So now we'll go over to Nate Parsegan, our main anchor. We have a couple of advertisements to do. Take it away, Nate.
Here we go. We remind you that Panther Live is brought to you by Jumpstart Espresso. Visit Jumpstart in Belgrade at 501 West Main, as well as Taco Time. Thank you, Taco Time, for your support of Belgrade High School for the past 33 years. And finally, Yellowstone Vacations. For snowmobile and snow coach trips into Yellowstone National Park, visit YellowstoneVacations.com. I just couldn't stay off the microphone, guys. I've always got to be on.
cookie, so you can stay on the mic.
Yeah, all right. Enjoy your cookies, guys. So, again, just want to remind you, our next broadcast for softball will be next Thursday, I believe. Or what is that? What's the 19th of Thursday? Yep. Will be Thursday at the normal softball complex, so make sure you join us. That one starts at 5 o'clock, always in the springtime here, though, weather permitting.
Well, here we go. Once again, the game is tight. It's 1-0. Stranded a few. Once again, we're going to have to go out and play some defense and not give any runs here. I think if there's anything we've done poorly this year in playing softball is we've always had the one bad inning. And Helena Capital displayed that the other night. Even up again, Polson and Columbia Falls seemed like there was always that one inning. So hopefully that one inning we've had that we were able to only give up the one run is the only bad inning that we're going to have this game. From here on out, I hope that this team can be solid. Give ourselves a chance to win.
Time's kind of running out here. And once again, like Coach said, we got to have good defense here. So first pitch by Bowerly here in the top of the 6th. High, easy to read there.
Yeah.
Lays off the pitch. Ball 1 here.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Kaylee. She's come back when there's a hard hit gap shot, though.
Right to the fence, right to us. Krieger on it. Krieger throws. Cut off to Rollins. Holds the runner at first base. So Kennedy Ferreter pokes one out, gets the timing on that one. The first pitch was high, lays off. That one kind of low, but she goes after it and pooches that one out here towards the fence.
Yeah, so once again, now the goal is they're going to try to advance that girl to second base. Once again, our girls have to be ready for bunt coverage. Coach has to call what type of coverage he wants on. He has to try to figure out if it's going to be a bunt back to the first third. He's going to call coverage here. That depends on the coverage, so he's going to tell our girls where to cover. Olivia's going to be moving in. Coach is out talking right now to him who's got what. They're going to be, I believe this is probably going to be a bunt trying to get her to second base. How we defend it is going to be up to Coach Neubauer right now, how our girls want to defend it. So he's going to have people in areas. Olivia's going to take third, and it might be Kaylee takes the first baseline, or we maybe have Heather coming in, and Alexa's got to rotate over to second. There's lots of decisions here that's got to be put into play. Coach has called the defense, see what happens here.
Okay, so Bowerly's pitch on the way. Bunt shown. Bunt's laid down the third base line. Hoppy gets it out. They got her in the pickle here. Tries to go to second, gets back to second.
So we got her out at first. We had a little bit of a scramble to third right there. I'm not sure if we just didn't have people coverage.
Yeah, not quite the pickle yet, but definitely a scramble. So Heather chases her down.
Yeah, we had the opportunity. We got her out at first, which is number one goal. The second goal is to maybe look to go backdoor on the runner at second.
Yeah, should she throw it to second base?
She could have
probably
right there.
To get her an actual pickle. She kept coming at her.
Yeah, it's awfully hard because, you know, in softball and baseball, you try not to throw behind the runners. But in that case, you know, you could have. But once again, our defense has to hold the girl at second. We have one down. We're trying to prevent that girl from scoring. Infielders are going to look her back, go 1. Outfielders are going to try to catch it in the air and go 3.
So it looks like Emma Cox up here. She hits one just to the outfield. Alexa Deming covering, gets the out, holds the runner at second. So great job by Alexa covering the ground there.
Yeah,
second base, Alexa Deming going. That ball rising and rising, kept covering ground, and she handled it and held.
Yeah, that was good effort by Alexa. She covered some ground right there. Not an easy play to catch, but she secured it, and not only that, but she was able to turn and get set to throw to third. Now, once again, strategies are different. There's 2 down. We're looking to go 1 on the infield, and the outfield is looking to keep everything in front of them to prevent that girl from scoring. Outfielders are looking to go 4. Infielders are looking to go 1. See if we can't get out of this inning and strand this runner at second.
So with Butte High here with 2 outs, are you letting this girl swing or lay something down here with 2 outs? You're trying to let her swing, get something in the gap or something, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think you already have the girl in scoring position here, and we're trying to score. They're trying to score her with any type of hit that goes through the infield. She's going to be moving on any contact.
And hits it out to Krieger. Krieger gets the jump. Krieger catches it and ends the inning.
Yeah,
so
that was
gets
great.
good contact, but Krieger in the right spot, sizes it up, gets it underneath, and makes the clean catch.
Yeah, that was great. That was great footwork by Maddie right there. She didn't jump forward. She took her read steps. The wind held it up, and she was able to run in and secure that, make it an easier catch by doing the proper footwork. So good play. Bottom of 6, 1-0. The heart of the lineup for us really is coming up. We're going to have Katie, I believe, leading us off again. Last time she led off, she almost hit me. And I think that was I think she was a good student in my class. I'm not sure why she was trying to do that to me. I thought we had a fairly good professional relationship of being nice, but that ball was towards me. I'll have to talk to her about that. I wouldn't mind this next one be a little bit further. But we've got her leading us off, and she's a great contact hitter, but once again can hit with power.
So we've seen an aggressive pitcher before, not you and I, but our girls in the past, maybe not these girls, but is she a comparable to the girl from Frenchtown years ago, or is that Morgan Ray way better?
Morgan Ray was an incredible pitcher. I saw she just surpassed 200 Ks on her career at Ohio State. That says something. She's done a tremendous job at Ohio State, but she was a dominant pitcher.
But when you have a pitcher who's aggressive and these types of pitchers, how you just keep trying to select your pitches and swing away?
Absolutely. You got to take what the pitch count is and try to find something that's in your area that you can do something with. And the key is just to square things up and make it solid. And Katie's a very good fastball pitch hitter. And, we're looking to get her on base somehow and see if we can't move her around with some runners.
Well, like you said, maybe her next hit can go a little bit longer than just the fence line. Over to us would be perfect. Low and down in the dirt. Katie Hoppy holds off. Ball 1. Bottom of the 6. Butte High up 1-0. McClafferty dominating so far with 9 strikeouts. Katie Hoppy
Got
called
that one
strike.
Called, yep.
Called strike. Watches that one as it comes in. So we got 1-1 here. And she hits it down. Shortstop cleanly fields it out. So number 6 for Butte High, Taylor Huff, the shortstop. She got a good piece of that, but
yeah, she did.
Huff is able to jump on that right away and gets Hoppy out. Hoppy having a decent day, both behind the plate and at the bat.
Absolutely,
So
that's all you can ask for is put the ball in play. And here's Olivia Cook, another good hitter for us.
So first pitch called strike. So now McClafferty again up in the count. And when that's been the case all afternoon, our girls have gone down swinging, and we'll see if Cook can get ahead here, get some wood on the ball, and she does. Outfield coming towards us in the gap. Oh, diving catch to the knees. Buckles of the knees, but she catches it.
Yes.
Number 18 for Butte High, Madison Joseph.
That's a great effort. That's
wow.
A ball. That's in the trouble. It's right in the gaps. It's the girls are early in the season, are trying to develop chemistry. Not sure if either one called for the ball, but nonetheless, she sold out. She made a great catch, secured it without it popping out of the glove.
Yeah.
A big play for them.
Okay, 2 down. Ty Atwood up. We need to get something going here. McCafferty, first pitch down low.
Well, Ty's seen her twice now, and that's the first pitch I've seen that hasn't gone away from Ty. So I don't know if that was a missed pitch or if that's planned, but I'm guessing they're going to try to go away with Ty.
See if Ty can't connect here. And she does. Off the glove, the first baseman.
Oh.
What is the call?
Well, the first base official didn't make a call.
Jeez.
And so
these guys are a little late, it seems like,
here
on
first
communication.
Base didn't make a call, fair or foul. Confused, I think, everybody. Not sure if she should run or not. I guess the home plate official called foul ball.
But Coach Roberts, nonetheless, kind of getting on Ty there. Should she have just continued on to first no matter what?
She needs to run.
Okay. So McClafferty swing and a miss by Ty, strike.
So the bread and butter of Katie, when she gets to be in this position, she has this pitch that seems to be a little bit of a, I guess I'm not sure exactly, maybe a little bit of a curve. It comes in about the knees and dives in low. It's what she's been getting all the girls on.
Yeah, she's frozen 9 of them to be exact.
Yeah.
That,
so that
one rises high. That was that's not been her go-to pitch on the 2-strike count.
No, I haven't seen many change-ups out of her. I don't know if she has one that she's comfortable yet.
There it is. Yeah. That's the pitch you're talking about there. And that is curved down in the way, actually, and Ty chases that for the 3rd out.
Yeah,
so
well,
that's the bottom of the 6th, Coach Deming. Butte High down, or up, excuse me, 1-0. So we go here into the 7th inning.
Yeah, once again, you know, this game is still right on the edge, and we've stranded a few runners, and once again, we still have some hitters coming up, but we're down to our final outs. The key here is not to give up any runs in this inning to make it even more of a challenge to overcome in the bottom of the 7th. I'm not sure where they're at in their lineup. I'll have to ask the statistician over there. Mr. Horsley is the new statistician. I'm trying to figure out if he could figure it out. Mr. Horsley, could you grab the mic, please? Yeah, is there any strategy involved here when you're down 1-0 going into the top of the 7th?
Prevent the other team from scoring any runs. You want to stop them with three outs.
That's the goal.
Yes, and then when you get back up, you're going to want to put 2 runs on the board.
I think that's going to be the magic.
Big gulps, huh?
I like the strategy. And is there a key to doing that?
You got to make contact with the ball. You got to get runners on base.
It's a pretty simple game, really.
It is pretty simple.
I do remember you've played the game in our games. It's not as easy as it looks.
It is not. It is not.
That ball is coming in there relatively fast.
It comes in hot. It definitely does.
And so we struggle with that. But your words of advice is true, and our goal is now to shut them down 1, 2, 3.
Well, let's see if we can do that.
You know, even 2 opposite pitchers here, but once again, Kaylee with doing a nice job of controlling her pitches, pitching in areas that have kept them off balance. Once again, threw something that they couldn't hit, and see if she can continue doing that. We appreciate you joining the out here in the outfield with us. The cheap seats, maybe. Okay, here we go. So this is a big pitch right here. Don't want to lose her. We got a couple strikes on her.
Is that a ball? Oh.
So in the gap down the third base line, gets it clean out. We can't stop the ball there. Krieger throws it into Rollins. Rollins over the first, but she is already on base. So Butte High now gets a base runner, exactly what you said we didn't need.
Yeah, you know, they've been able to do that the last couple of innings, been able to get their leadoff hitter on. That's a big part of the game. Here now, once again, we have to have our defense in position. We have to be ready for a steal. We have to be ready for a bunt.
So Bowerly's pitch, first pitch, looks like she's going to chase bunt, throws down to first. Katie Hoppy to Gear, doesn't get her in time.
Yeah, once again, looked like she may have been late on her turn. I don't know if she was late or if it was just a fake. But once again, Olivia's got to be ready to take this bunt away. She can always go to second if she thinks she can get a quick one.
So ball to the outside. Ball 2 now, 2-0 is the count.
So once again, the strategy changes a little bit. Maybe he'll say, you know what, we're not going to try bunt until we get a strike. There's really a lot of strategy involved in this game of softball. And once again, have to be looking to take it away.
Goes to bunt, but gets another ball high up inside, about takes her head off as she tries to step into that, has to pull away the bunt. So 3-0 here.
Yeah, 3-0. I would say she's not doing anything with anything here other than the fact that let this one go by. Kaylee's got to throw a strike, which she did. Good job. Now we just have to fight back in. Now we can once again see what happens. I think the last time she looked like it wasn't really a straight bunt. It almost looked like it was going to be a slap of some sort.
Yeah, every time she's tried to poke at it here, it's like more slap. And she does slap it down. That's a Kinnaman-style hit. Throws to first. Bowerly throws it in the dirt. Runner gets all the way to third. So off the errant throw, Madison Joseph for Butte High converts and gets to third base. Bowerly throws it in the dirt to Heather Gear, gets behind Heather Gear. And that's another mistake that we can't have. So now we have all sorts of options now.
Yeah, lots of options. You know, that was a nice little slap bunt. Runner that down the first base. It was going to be a hard play to get her out. She looked like she had some pretty good wheels. She was moving down the line quickly. I think we could have got her out if we made a better throw and catch, but we didn't. Nonetheless, it's first and third. Options now for Butte High is, are they going to try to advance the girl on a straight steal? Our plays are we going to throw her out and get the one out and give up the one run? Are we going to throw it down to second and cut the ball, hoping the third base girl goes home and we'll throw her out at home? Another option is to fake the throw down and throw to third base. Let's see what Coach Neubauer calls here.
So bunt sign shows. Oh, errant throw from Hoppy to third base.
Oh.
Oh, hits the runner, but Madison Joseph will score 2-0 Butte, and then Krieger throws Hoppy's errant throw, so Hoppy tries to throw the third base line to get her out and can't connect, throws it in the outfield. Krieger throws and hits actually the runner. So now we have another runner at third base here in the bottom of the sixth, and these are the innings that Coach Deming is talking about where with these top Double-A teams where we've given up some runs to open up the game a little bit, and it looks like if we're not careful here, it might do that. Still in reach, 2-0.
Yeah, you got to be watching for a bunt here as well. Now it's 0-2. I'm not sure what the call is. He's not really making any calls other than the fact that it looks like it's just going to he's waiting for her to throw a strike would be my guess. But, you can't forget that they could lay down a bunt here and almost make us make a play at the plate or first. Yeah, I thought that's what they were doing.
Throws the strike in there from Bowerly.
Okay, so the coach from
Jenna
third
Maroney.
base, looks like to me, it looks like he's just going to let her hit, and there's not really much strategy involved here. He trusts her as a hitter.
So Maroney up. Swings down the third base line. Tipped and foul. Takes a cut at it just off the mark.
Yeah, defensively, our defense is in. Coach just called them in, and so essentially we're going to try to strand that runner at third somehow. So we're coming in. We're looking her back and going one. Infield is.
Here's the pitch by Bowerly. Maroney sticks it in the gap. Rollins fields it out.
Yep.
Holds the third base runner.
Yeah,
so great play by Kyla Rollins. She's actually had a heck of a game in the field today.
Yeah, she's picked that one up clean. She could have gone third. The girl actually did a nice job of stopping and coming back. Kai made a nice job. Picked that off for one hop. Made a hard throw first. I think if the girl would have gone from third, I believe Heather would have thrown her out at the plate. That's a big play.
So great job by Kyla Rollins. Has field cleanly all day long. She's been a bright spot for the Panthers in the field today.
Yeah, so once again, we still have one out, still have a girl in third. We're still looking her back, going one, trying to get an out without that one scoring. But you have to be ready for a bunt here. One right through the gap.
So one out,
third and
one
short.
Out hit is going to score Butte High 3-0. So they come through and get that hit here into the left field.
Yeah, it was just a nice little, made contact. It went right between Olivia and Kai, and nothing the girls could do there. It was a nice hit.
Yeah, just good, clean hit. And Bowerly's done a great job trying to locate her pitches all day, but that's kind of the difference between a pitcher who's got a lot of speed and stuff behind her, a taller, bigger girl, versus Kaylee Bowerly, a little shorter, not as aggressive, trying to hit her pitches and locations and speed. And sometimes in these positions, after a few innings, girls kind of get caught up with you, and
yep,
they just got a good hit.
And she's
there.
done a nice job. I mean, they haven't hit her terribly hard, and our defense has been solid.
2-0,
yep.
Well, now 3-0.
Okay, once again, though, our defense is back to normal depth. We've got to go at first. We can't forget about. You got to be ready for any type of a steal, throw her out, try to prevent her from scoring.
So here's the pitch from Bowerly. Throws the off-speed pitch high, called ball. Butte High lays off it. So Bowerly doing a good job of keeping the Panthers in the game here. But what's been the difference, I think, with these 3 runs, as you said, Coach, is that Butte High's done an exceptional job of getting that leadoff hitter on base.
Yeah, they've been able to get that leadoff hitter on, and that causes problems because then you're looking to bunt and move her over.
Low and away, strike 3 called.
That's a really nice pitch.
So 2 down, is that correct, Mr. Horsley?
That is correct.
2 down, that is 100% correct.
I was going to eat a couple more cookies, but I saw Mr. Horsley grab mine. I'm going to have to go find Grandma Pat and get a few more.
That's for your own good.
Delicious.
Those are fantastic. So here we go. Batter up. First pitch by Bowerly, called ball.
Yeah, infield making the shortest throw, going either 2 or 1, either one. depending on your momentum.
So number 2 up to bat, Kennedy Ferreter. So we got 2-0 here, right? 2 balls, no strikes, Mr. Horsley?
That's correct, 2-0.
Well, the clouds have moved in and made it a little bit brisk.
Yeah, here comes that spring winter weather.
That's hit hard.
Oh, she stroked that to Krieger. Krieger on it, in the
play.
catch.
Yes.
Boy, she got solid contact there, but Krieger makes a great jump and move on it to get the 3rd out.
Yeah, if we don't catch that ball,
boy, that opens it up.
That runner from first probably scores. That was hard hit. Probably going to end up by the fence. If the girl had a good jump at first on 2 outs, she's probably running on contact. That's a big play right there to prevent one more run. So here we go to the bottom of the inning. We have to get some girls on bases, move them around, try to get some people in scoring position and make Butte High make some plays. We're down 3-0, going to the bottom. We have 3 outs. We've got to use them wisely. We just have to get some girls on base. Looks like we're going to start the inning off with Heather Gear. Heather is a solid hitter. She can hit the fast pitch. I have a good feeling about this matchup. Plus, we've got the music rocking now here at
a little Metallica coming at us.
People, we decided we're going to amp it up and on the rhythm. We're going to amp up the music, and maybe this will get the girls' bats alive.
So here we go. Bottom of the 7th, final outs for the Belgrade Panthers. McClafferty warming up here between innings and throwing complete gas still. And I don't think she's going to lay off.
No.
She's going to come right after him, try to get her pitch
and
count to where she wants again and continue her strike count. She's at about 10 strikeouts now, so she's had a phenomenal game.
And it looks as if she's gotten stronger. It looks like some of those pitches she's really gassed up and really heated them up and made it really hard to catch up. So here's Heather. Try to see if we can get some base runners.
Pitch on the way from McClafferty, swing and a miss. Indecisive there a little bit by Heather, but swing and a miss. Not sure if she should have swung, but nonetheless breaks the bat down the field line, so it's called strike, breaks her hands. 0 ball, no strike, 0-2 now to Gear. And McClafferty looks like she's in command here.
Yeah, she's been in command the whole game. She's kept us off balance, been able to pitch in and out. Start out Heather with two fastballs low, 3 straight pitches that were about in the same location. Looked like with some spin.
So Hazel Eaton looks like she's up. It looks like Coach Neubauer might have a change or no.
Yeah, just looking for somebody to maybe get some action on the pitches and somebody that can put the ball in play. At the same time, Hazel has some speed. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe Coach Neubauer lays a bunt down here and see if we can't get a base runner on somehow. We haven't been able to hit her. This could be an opportunity of a bunt call right here. Let's watch and see.
Well, first pitch here, getting ready from Katie McClafferty, making her decision. Throws low and inside. Ball 1. Good eye by Eaton. She's a nice little player, sophomore here at Belgrade High School.
Yeah, the future's bright. Future's bright. A lot of talented players at Belgrade right now.
Even had the freshman running bases, getting to third base. Swing and a miss by Eaton, strike 1. So 1-1 now the count to Eaton. 1 down, bottom of the 7th, Butte up 3-0. We'll see if Belgrade can't get something going here. Just a little bit late, but got good contact. But with a pitcher who's got that type of speed, sometimes it's tough to catch up. But she was on it. She just was a little bit late.
A little bit late.
But if she gets early on that, that's going places. So 1-2 now the count to Eaton. McClafferty up in the count again, throws her off-speed pitch to the outside, ball 2. So we'll see if she comes back with that type of inside curve there. No, that goes in the dirt.
Full count here, so
So full count on a pitcher like this, what are you looking at? A fastball coming right at you?
Yeah,
Is she
you got to
gonna try
believe so.
curve
Yeah, you
and move the ball a little
No,
bit?
I don't
or-
think so. I think she's going to gas this thing right down the pipe here and see if Hazel can catch up.
Well, she's got to be aggressive here. Down 3-0. And she is aggressive! Coming right at us! Mike Deming! And it's short.
Yes,
She got on that pitch.
she did. And she
was
brought
hoping
her
would have
gas
got here. Old Nate Parsegan was reaching out for that, and it was trying to
carry.
he was trying to carry that ball.
Here's Maddie.
clear
Let's
the
see if we
fence.
can't get something started. Maybe
Krieger.
2-out rally. It's what we need.
So 2 outs here. Krieger up, swing and a miss on pitch 1. And she continues to throw away from Krieger. Krieger gets one down, foul though. Same spot, but does get some contact. Now 0-2 here to Krieger quickly. Last out for the Panthers.
Yeah, it is. Once again, she's done a nice job of pitching to our power hitters, going away from their power.
There it is. That's what you want. And swing and a miss, and that ends the game. And McClafferty shows why she is one of the better pitchers here in the state, and does an outstanding job and does what she's done all day. Finishes with a K.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many Ks was that. It was 11 or 12.
I had
but,
her at 11 there.
Yeah,
and,
unofficially 11, and she had control. Early in the season, she definitely was able to use her power. She spun the ball in different directions, and we were really we knew she was a good pitcher. We've seen her in travel. We've seen her last year. She's very good. She's going to be one of the better pitchers in AA, if not all the state. And there's a reason Bemidji State definitely liked the game that she brings. And we are not that bad of hitters. We just couldn't catch up.
So the Panthers go down for the second straight game. 2 AA teams, though, back-to-back. We had the Helena Capital Bruins last night.
Monday.
Or 2 nights ago,
Yep.
excuse me, and the Butte High Bulldogs today.
And you know what? It's not going to get any easier.
2-2 on the season.
2-2 on the season.
2-2, and Coach says
and,
it's not going to get easier. So
yeah,
what do we got coming up?
Well, on Monday, we obviously we have a tournament this weekend where we have a couple of games played this weekend, actually at our place if the weather holds. But, after our tournament this weekend, we're actually going to have to play Helena High in Helena, which is going to be another AA team that I saw that they beat, I think, Missoula Hellgate or Missoula Sentinel 18-1. So the schedule's not easy. So we got a couple sportsmanship awards that just took place out there. It looks like Maddie Krieger's our winner.
So Butte High wins the battle here in Belgrade today. Makeup game 3-0. And we'll give it over to Nate Parsegan here. What's the schedule look like here for Panther Live, Nate?
Yeah, so again, our next game is going to be on April 19th at 5 o'clock when Butte Central comes to town. So make sure you're tuned into Panther Live for that. And then May 11th for senior night when we have Fergus here. So make sure, if you can't be here in person, make sure you tune in on Panther Live on YouTube. Thanks for everyone for tuning in today. Again, Panthers dropped this one. We'll try to get it back next time. But Andy Demjanovich and Mike Deming, thanks a lot for doing the broadcast today.
Yeah, good to kick it off here in some decent weather. It's a little brisk, but it's better than snow.
And Dominic Jones and Baron Vandenbroek on camera, so thanks to those guys as well.
Yeah, it was nice to get to start with the double cameras. I hope the viewers enjoyed the debut of the double camera system that went on today.
Yeah, double camera. We'll go check the replay on that later, make sure we do the best we can with that. But we'll catch you guys next time on Panther Live.